Isn't competing against yourself kinda lonely, aspy, and pathetic? Written by Khatzumoto, posted in June of 2014. There is no doubt about it, living to amuse yourself is lonely and pathetic. But so is living to impress the Joneses. That lifestyle leaves you feeling plenty empty inside. It's always psychologically impoverishing and often monetarily so as well. One either dies trying to fill one's life with the accoutrements of Jonesiness. By the way, I have IRL friends who are the Joneses, and they are the nicest people in the world. Or succeeds in doing so only to realize that, well, one has won gold at the Idiot Olympics. It can be sobering to realize that everything you own will eventually end up as trash, burned, or buried, even your own body. Are not cemeteries merely human landfills? Not to mention the whole, the sun will turn red giant and burn the earth to a crisp story. And so you're literally buying trash and competing over trash. Living in Erdvin forces these kinds of realizations to hit you early and continually. Since living spaces are so small, you're either on an episode of Hoarders or you're constantly throwing perfectly good things away. At first it feels bad, but then it feels good. If hypocrisy were blood sugar, I would be dead and my body would taste sweet. Whether by constitution or conditioning, I've been competitive, stupidly, pettily so, from an early age. I'm afraid of literally everything except cats and leashed dogs, so I like to live in low places, low floors in hotels and apartment buildings. I like being able to just get up and leave the building without recourse to an elevator. I like it when my cats can safely jump out a window. Yet, whenever I board an elevator and someone else pushes a higher floor button than me, I feel like less of a person. That's pretty effing petty, and it doesn't take a Zen monk with 40 years of experience in the meditation industry to realize how dumb this all is. Anyone living in an apartment building or a hotel is a pawn. The real baller is the owner of the building. So comparing penis size or, as the case may be, floor height is like being two medieval soldiers having an arm wrestling competition. You're still a pawn in a chess game being played by the king. He's gonna wind you up with some BS speech about the feast of St. Crispin, you're gonna go fight for him and lose your life for a limb and/or get multiple infections. Oh, and after this is all over, the king will be boinking some erstwhile enemy French princess who smells of peaches and camembert cheese. But yeah, nice job with the arm wrestling. Maybe some toothless bar wench with armpit lice will smile at you. Quote, I like living. I have sometimes been wildly, despairingly, acutely miserable, racked with sorrow, but through it all I still know quite certainly that just to be alive is a grand thing. Quoted from Agatha Christie. A lot of the deeper thinking personal development people will try to tell you that the only reason we do anything is because we'll think it'll make us feel good. So ultimately, it's all about experiencing a certain set of pleasant emotional states, particularly that of you liking yourself. It's a compelling idea. And if it is indeed correct, then you're likely to find that living to amuse yourself is not only easier, and thus smarter, but also funner. The only reason we even do quote-unquote hard things is if and because they are said to make life easier overall. Human beings always choose what they perceive to be the easiest route. Even people who join cults that make them suffer physically do so to be relieved of the intellectual burden of realizing that the AJATT cult is the only true cult, thinking for themselves. What does any of this pseudo-profound ersatz philosophy have to do with getting used to languages? Everything. There's plenty of intellectual jockery associated with language learning, and it's just as dumb as regular physical jockery. It's just as meaningless. Language learning is perhaps the only field in my life where I've largely set myself free from competition, and that allows me to take risks and run experiments, which leads to even more progress and, dare I say it, success. Stephen Covey famously wrote and spoke about the private victory that precedes the public victory. I found that, in modern life, where we live, for better or for worse, often for better, quite separated from other people, for language skill to be created and maintained, the bedroom matters more than the classroom. The things you do in your bedroom, the books you read there, the TV you watch there, the languages you use there, that's your real life. That's your private world. It's when this world becomes filled with, say, Japanese, that you'll see outer manifestations of fluency. But that almost won't matter, because it's all for and about you anyway. You don't even care that you won the marathon, you were just having a fun jaunt. Very Forrest Gumpy. I kid you not, you may literally not notice. Strangers come and go, even family can become impermanent if you move around a lot. But you'll be there. Impress yourself, amuse yourself, entertain yourself, quantify yourself, record yourself, compete with yourself. Or not, I don't know, maybe I'm just lame and antisocial and trying to justify it, smiley face. P.S. I used Aspy as an adjective rather than a noun. Probably also misspelled it. Oh, the horror, winky face.